Hey everybody, this is Jonathan. Welcome to the latest edition of Texas 2.5. You can rejoice, this is going to be the shortest Texas 2.5 video ever made to this point. Um, I was not planning to make a third video about my State Cook-Off Association first contest in St. Paul this past weekend, but I did not know my results by the time I made my second video, which I thought was going to be my final video. So I thought, hey, why not make a short little 5-minute clip here just to update everybody on how I fared in the appetizer contest, first of all, and then in the steak cook-off later that day. Um, if you watch those first two videos, you know, or if you watch the second video especially, you know it was a stormy, wet, windy, nasty Midwest day. And a couple of teams didn't show up, but most of the teams, 65 out of 70, did show up, and we still had a ton of fun. It was a great day. It was a great first SCA experience. If you're on the fence about doing it, I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. I recommend doing it with two people instead of just one, um, just for ease of setup and tear down and food prep, especially if Mother Nature intervenes there with the old um, storm and wind and rain. Definitely easier with two people. But anyhow, let's get to the results. I'll show you the results here on the screen. First, the appetizer contest. There's a couple pages of results here. And this is going to be the same for the steak. I think each page shows 1 through 20, and then 21 through 40, and so on. So there were less than 40 appetizers turned in. I was really surprised by that. I thought at the contest I heard there were almost 80 appetizers turned in, because you're allowed to, in the appetizer category, each team can turn in as many submissions as they want. In the steak contest, you only get to turn in one steak. So I figured 65 teams there, most of them probably participated in appetizer, some of them turned in two, but obviously that wasn't the case. There's only 37 appetizers, so most people clearly are not competing in the appetizer contest. They're just focusing on steak, which might be my strategy next time. Might do a little better. But unfortunately, I did not do so well in the appetizer contest. I got 23rd out of 37. And I kind of left the contest on Saturday sensing that was probably the case. Even though I actually think my appetizer tasted better than my steak. It tasted great and it looked great, but it wasn't creative enough, barbecuey enough. The appetizers that were winning awards um, were things like, like armadillo eggs, like stuffed peppers wrapped in sausage and deep fried, and Philly cheesesteak egg rolls, and stuff that was just more barbecue or deep fry themed type stuff. I was hoping they'd be a little more open to my grill baked recipe, but you live, you learn. So 23rd out of 37 there, not a great finish, but steak, I was very happy. My dream was to finish in the top 10 and get my name called and go up on stage and win some prize money. But really, my realistic goal was just to finish in the top half. So with 65 teams there, I wanted to be in the top 32. And I ended up getting 20th, which I was pumped about because, you had guys from 12 states and two provinces. Johnny Joseph was there, who's the three-time SCA points champion from Louisiana. You had guys from Texas there, Iowa, Nebraska. I mean, these guys were experienced. They knew what they were doing, and I'm there fiddling around with my tent by myself, trying to keep this thing under control. I didn't like the way my steak looked, um, and I knew that as soon as I finished it and went to turn it in, that I had room for improvement. So to finish in the top third at 20th, I was pumped about. And out of 250 points, I was only 4 points away from 10th. Um, the difference between me and the last person to hear their name called and go up on stage was only 4 points. And I think, um, off the top of my head, I think there's like 11 points between me and first place out of 250. So for a first time event, I'm really thrilled with that. And honestly, it took me about uh, 4 hours after that event to recover and to be like, I think I want to do this again this summer. So, anyhow, 20th in Steak, very excited about that. But I appreciate y'all watching these SCA steak videos and giving me encouraging feedback. And we'll get it done. We'll get better at it, and hopefully next time we'll at least take home an engraved spatula or grill scraper or something. But anyhow, until next time, this is Texas 2.5. Y'all take care.